everybody, Laura here. So glad you're joining me. I hope you're having a wonderful day. If you're not having a wonderful day, well, you need to just check out this stylish Simon stamp set. It's adorable. It will make you have a wonderful day. I'm telling you. Look at this adorable image. You got all the little accessories you can add to your dog. And I'm loving it. I don't know. It takes me back to my days of playing with paper dolls, playing with my Barbies. I had a lot of Barbies back in the day, and I did accessorize my Barbies, let me tell ya. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stamp the sporty tee. Now, there aren't coordinating dies with each one of these little accessories, so there's a few ways you could do it. You could just stamp them, color them, cut them out, and adhere them over top of your dog. You could do it that way, or you could do it this way. This is another option. I'm doing masking. So first I stamp it on my cardstock, then I stamp it on a piece of Post-it note. This is that full sticky Post-it note. You don't have to use full sticky. You could use regular Post-it. You could use Post-it tape. You could use any type of masking paper you have. Then you line up your dog image right where you need it to go. And that's what's the great thing about using the Misty, because, I mean, you can do it with an acrylic block. You can. But sometimes you're going to mess up if you don't get it placed just right. It'll look like the shirt's, a little bit too high or too low. That's the great thing about the Misty. So now I'm going to do another one. I can't stop with these dogs. I'm telling you, I just love accessorizing. I need so many more too, because I recently saw on Facebook, I saw a picture of Simon. They put him with a football helmet on, and I was like, you got to be kidding me. I need that in my life. I need more accessories for my Simon. I need football helmets, basketballs. I need hockey. I need... You name it, I need it. I need to accessorize my Simon for all occasions. And okay, so I'm going to add the big, bold, nerdy glasses, because that just looks so perfect with the bow tie, don't you think? We just took my oldest daughter, she needed new glasses, and she beelined it straight to the big, bold, black type of, the nerdy ones that are still in style. And she was like, what do you think? And I said, I love them. I love them. I think they look so cute on you. And she got them. She actually got 2 pair. This place we went had a deal. You get 2 for the price of 1 or something like that. So she got a more kind of conservative tortoiseshell everyday look. And then she got the bold, nerdy ones for when she's feeling daring and stylish and fun. And I've noticed that she hasn't been wearing the thick black ones. I think she's chicken, or she thinks maybe, I don't know. You know how it is. We all want to be stylish in our own mind. And then when it comes down to it, we just wear black and gray every day. That's how I am. I think in my mind, I'm going to do red, pops of red. I'm going to be real stylish and add all this jewelry. And then the reality is I wear black pants and a gray shirt every day of my life. But anyway, let's talk about shirts. Okay, look at this sporty raglan shirt. I've always loved raglan shirts. Now, have you guys heard of LuLaRoe? It's kind of new to me. It's like an online sensation. You buy these clothes from a gal who's a demonstrator, or you can also have home parties. But they have a line of shirts just like this raglan style. They're called Randy's, and they have the coolest patterns you've ever seen in your entire life. And I need one in my life. They have polka dot. A polka dot raglan shirt. I need it, but I got to find the right color, the right size, all that jazz. Okay, so here's the Simon die. You can see it's a solid die. So when you lay it over top, you're like, am I going to get the right placement? I don't know. Here's what I do. I take a scrap piece of cardstock and die cut it with the Simon die. Then I place it over top of my image, and then I know I'm going to get perfect placement when I die cut it. Does that make sense? You'll see here when I remove it, it die cut it just perfectly with the consistent white border around the edge. Now we're moving on. I'm going to make a little hill for my Simon to have a little grounding on my card base. This is from the Stitched Slopes and Hills die set. And now here's my card base. I'm going to start with a little ink blending. I always got to have just a touch of ink blending. And I've got Malibu ink, just doing a really subtle blue sky behind. And then on my Stitched Slope Hill there, it's a little jelly bean for just a subtle hint of grass. And now I haven't adhered anything yet. I just placed it there so I know where I want my sentiment to go. And this big, gorgeous happy is from Happy and Smile. And I did a few of these cards. I did 3. And so they all have the big happy, but some of them don't have, like that one said, you make me happy. Some of them have wishing you lots of happy. And all those sentiments are from the Happy and Smile, just kind of mixed and matched. And so basically now what I'm doing is just adhering everything together. This is kind of a mass production here for me, making 3 cards at one time with the same stamp set is something I rarely do, but I should do it more often because then you have more cards to send to people, but I just don't. I usually just do one at a time. So I've got the birthday bits balloon. I recently did this on another card where I used the same balloon and I just love it. I love balloons, and I thought since this is kind of more of a birthday type card or a celebratory, I'll do balloons. Now here's how I color my balloons. I did this as well in my last project that I did with this same stamp set. I'm using Mama Elephant pigment inks because they're like butter, so smooth. So I ink it up with a light pink and then ink up the bottom with a dark red. And you could do this with any type of ink. You could use Simon inks, dye inks, whatever. I just had my Mama Elephant pigment ones right there on hand because I just did it recently. And I loved how it turned out. So I thought, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, honey. So this one here I've got, I believe this is Rainwater, and then for the dark blue on the bottom is Stargazer. And I said this before because I know people get scared of doing this multi-inking on one image. Is it going to wreck your ink pad? No, it's not. Believe me, because I do it all the time, and all my ink pads are happy and healthy. Now, if it does get a little ink on your pad, if you get a little transfer or a little cross contamination, like maybe you get a dark spot on your light ink pad or a light spot on your dark ink pad, you just take your ink pad, rub it on some scratch paper, and it just come good as new, really. So now what I'm doing is drawing a few balloon strings. I've got that leftover swoopy angle arch that's left over from when I die cut the hill, and I'm using that as a guide to draw some balloon strings using my Copic multi-liner, very fine tip pen. And then now for the sporty Simon, the one that had the raglan tee, I couldn't resist stamping a basketball. This is from the Sports Planner set by Simon Says Stamp. And again, I'm going to also multi-ink up. I used orangeade. I combined pigment and dye ink. Yes, you can do that. A little orangeade, a little orange peel by Simon Says Stamp because it's a darker orange. And then I got a little 1-inch circle punch. This is an old punch. Remember back in the day when you had 300 punches? Well, I saved a few of them. The circle ones I actually still do use quite often. So I popped up all my images with foam tape. I trimmed off any little excess hanging off, and there you go. Bada boom, bada bing. We got 3 customized stylish Simons, and they are too cute for words. I love how it turned out. Have a wonderful day. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.